So I was playing around with the Spiritus app this morning, and the name Barlow and Faircloth started coming through during my experimental session. I know Barlow is the spirit guide of Paul Faircloth, who is a fellow ITC researcher who lives in the UK. He also has a channel here on YouTube. So I'm making this video to see if Barlow is still there, if Spirit is still saying Paul Faircloth's name. I asked if he was all right, and it said he's with Jesus. So I hope something didn't happen to him while he was at work or some such thing. I know some people who watch my channel also watch his channel, so if we could get the word out for him to check this out, and maybe he could do a session and figure out why his spirit guide was coming through my session. I'm also using the Dead Wave app to see if I can get any answers, because after all that happened, the Spiritus app kept crashing, and I just can't get it to work to see if Barlow is still there or what's going on. So I'm going to use the Dead Wave, and I just got this app. I think it's a really good app, and you're going to see me turning on and off the channels during this session because I'm using it kind of like a portal, giving myself a little bit of silence and space to ask my questions, and then turning the channels on for Spirit to answer. And I seem to be getting some good results doing that with some of these apps. So let's turn this on and see if Barlow is still there, see if anything is coming through about Paul Faircloth. So spirits, who is around me right now, and is Barlow still here? There, I just believe I heard Barlow. And you'll have to excuse me, I'm adjusting the volume and the settings as I'm doing this session. This isn't going to be a real professional video. I'm just trying to see what's going on, so bear with me. So, Barlow, are you still there? Can you say your name one more time, please? My name is Paul. Is Paul Faircloth okay? Why did Spirit say his name this morning during my session with the Spiritus app? Well, that doesn't sound so good. It sounded like it said death twice. Has Paul Faircloth passed over somehow? I hope not. Was Barlow reaching out to me to give Paul a message somehow? As I'm doing all this, I'm feeling like I should tell him to be careful when he's driving on the road and to be very careful when he's at work, at least through the remainder of this week and into next week, just to be a little extra careful. Is someone telling me to give him that message for some reason? I thought I heard something about a house. Does he need to be careful at work? I know he works in some old houses on his job. Does he need to be a bit more mindful at work for the next week to maybe avoid, some kind of accident or something? Does Paul need to be careful at work? And for some reason, did his spirit guide come through my session to get this message to him? Is that what happened? Let me ask that again. Did his spirit guide for some reason come through my session for me to pass that warning on to him to perhaps be careful when he's on the road, be careful in some of these old buildings he works in for maybe the next week? Is that what you wanted me to do? Was that the purpose of this? Can you answer the question? Now, is Barlow still here? And can he affirm that for some reason he brought this to my attention this morning? If you're there, Barlow, if this is in fact true, could you say your name again, please? Could you say your name, please, if you're still there, Barlow? I heard it earlier. Could you say your name again, please? So I'm going to end this little session now. I'll put this video up for Paul Faircloth. Is there anything else that Spirit would like to say about this or to Paul before I end this session? I'm going to try the last two channels, Spirit, if there's anything you'd like to say to Paul Faircloth before I end this session. I know the name Philip comes through quite a bit during Paul's sessions, and I feel like I'm hearing that name coming through here. Does Philip have a message for Paul, or perhaps does Paul need to be careful, maybe a little on guard with Philip? What's going on with Philip? Could you tell me that, Spirit? Well, I'll end the session there. If I put this video up, it means that some words and responses did come through that I thought were worthy for Paul Faircloth to hear. So, Paul, if you're okay and this video is up and you watch it, what the heck do you think is going on? And maybe do a session on your end to try to get a little bit of clarity in all this. Hope everything's okay, buddy. All right. I'll talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.